Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to do a whole episode dedicated to this game because this honestly has to be one of the best games out. And it's in early access. And I wanted to show love to the developer, or developers. I don't know how many people are overall behind this game. I think one of the people came from, like the Rainbow Six, development team. And I don't know if they hired on a group of other developers or they're doing it themselves. Regardless, developers, I wanted to shout them out. I wanted to shout out their game, and I wanted to just talk on my experience with the game so far. I know that experience may change in the future because y'all know me. Y'all know I'm short-tempered. Y'all know that I got anger issue when I play video games. But I can't even lie. This game is honestly, it's a chilled game. It's one of those games where it's if you struggle with shooters, it can be a good... So here's the thing, because I know that there's those practice shooting games out there like Aim Lab or whatever, and it's no offense to them. I'm not trying to disrespect their stuff, because if you want to play that, that's fine too. But I feel like this game is definitely a good practice shooter, for and it's even a good shooting game just overall play it itself and stuff. But it can be helpful in things with shooting games, I feel in my opinion and stuff. But anyways, game I will be talking on is Ground Branch. I feel like I should have said the title early on in the episode and stuff, but that game is crazy. I played it a little bit on my Twitch channel and stuff, if you follow me on Twitch, and I actually got a line of videos coming out surrounding Ground Branch. From weapon testing videos, from ASMR videos and stuff. It's a bunch of different stuff, content that I got coming out with that game. Because it's honestly, it's such a dope looking and just good feeling game and stuff. And to know that it's in early access and there's still more things that come to it, it makes me. That's the one game I have to say throughout the time. I've really paid attention to PC games. That's the one game that's in early access where I really cannot wait to see what more is added to it and stuff. So I definitely, because I think they said that they're gonna add missions. There's a bunch of other things that they're gonna add, and I'm like, bro, I cannot wait. But there's a map that I wanted to talk on, because I'm that I played that map, and it is honestly one of the craziest maps I've played in video game history. It's definitely on the top 10 maps that I'm bruh, this is crazy and stuff. But anyways, so overall, to talk on the game, so yes, it is a shooting game. One of the people that developed one of the I think it was the older Rainbow Six. Let me just pull up the bio of the game. Ground Branch on Steam. Game is $30 too, so it's it's not even, you would think, because a game like this, good, you would think it'll be the price of a new game, and it's bruh, y'all are crazy for doing that to people. Thank you for being one of them gaming developers where it's you're releasing a game, right? And it feels I'm playing it's like the Xbox 360 days. No season passes. Because this game, I'm gonna read off the description real quick. So, anyways, so it says, from one of the developers behind the original Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon. And Ghost Recon. Okay, yeah, because I did get kind of a feel of Ghost Recon when playing that game. So, okay, that makes sense too. That makes sense. So, comes a thinking man's first-person shooter featuring an in-depth character and weapon customization. Take your time, think ahead, get the job done. And honestly, though, when they say in-depth character and weapon customization, let's just talk on that real quick. So much with clothing wise, there's not really a whole lot of different clothes, because if you guys seen me play video games, because this is another game from the Tom Clancy series, but The Division. So I know in The Division they did have a big clothing customization thing. So, and kind of like it makes sense because it's like, you know, if you're playing like some like shooter game and stuff, like, yeah, you want your character to look all like fancy or whatever, and you know, but overall, like, I feel like with this, like, it's more so focused on the gear, and the gear, like the clothes, it's chill, don't get me wrong. My character, he's wearing like an all black outfit with some Timbs. I'm like, that's literally something that I will wear in real life. Black hoodie, black sweatpants, and some Timbs. There is no problem with that outfit because I support that outfit. But anyways, so no, but the gear in there, from weapons to like armored vests, like all these different things that you can wear, it's fam. So let's just talk on the weapon customization real quick. So all of this stuff is unlocked. All of it. Like, so you don't have to like play the game to be like, oh, I gotta unlock this, like, and it's crazy because like that's the one game where, you know, like, I'm all over the place with this like review right now, but it's like you don't have to like level up or anything. It's like, and that's the one game where I'm like, usually I like playing those type of games like where it focuses on stats, leveling up and all that. With that game, I'm like, hey, yo, what you guys is doing is chill. Like, if you guys decide to add stats and level ups and all that stuff, you're only like, you know, adding more to this like fantasy game that I got right now. So I'm saying, like, it's chill though. Like, I ain't even tripping about that. What you guys got going on right now, it is perfectly fine. All right. So anyways, but no, like, you just download the game and all the stuff is unlocked. They're literally giving you a cheat code. It's like, I feel like I've typed in like a PlayStation 2 cheat code, right? And they gave me everything, and it's like, fam, I didn't even ask for everything. Like, I just wanted a few things. But it's chill though. Like, I think if they do come out with a story mode or something, that if they do decide to do that, where it's like you gotta unlock everything or whatever, I'm like, hey, I'm chill with that. You know, whatever it is that you guys decide to do is 100% fine. All right. So, no, but the weapon customization, so you can focus, like, on all these different, like, you know, I think the barrel, magazines, scopes, lasers, flashlights, all that stuff. Like, you can focus on, so they focus on that type of stuff with the weapons. And, it's, you know, and they probably might add more. I feel like that there were some things that were missing. There might be some, weapons, but overall, I'm like, I think all that stuff, like what they got going on now, it's chill. It's perfectly fine. So anyways, oh yeah, and by the way, this is only a PC game. So yeah, if you, I know some of you guys may have a console, and yeah, you know, it can be like messed up, like hearing this and stuff, and it's like, you know, you want to play it. So yeah, I definitely would recommend get you a PC. And this game came out in 2018. I'm like, how did I not hear about this? How did I not? I'm starting to see all these different videos about it and stuff. But so anyways, yeah, so like very positive reviews on Steam. So it has a single player mode, PvP mode, co-op mode, partial controller support. So I think that means like you'll have to like you'll add your controller, but you gotta like press the buttons on what you overall like want and stuff. So I think that's how that works. I don't know, but anyways, I'm using the mouse and keyboard, so I don't know why I'm tripping about that. But yeah, so the game is in early access. And I think they said that it's going to be in early access for like 18 to 24 months. I don't know when exactly they read that, but like I said, the game came out in 2018, so it's been longer than 18 to 24 months. But I'm like, there's still more work to do, and that's the thing though. That's the beauty of it. It's like they know that, you know, there's still more work to do. There's still things that they need to do to the game, so they're all like, hey, we're gonna have it in early access for a while. And for however long we need to have it in early access for, and we're just going to, you know, make sure it's a top tier game when it comes out. That's 100% fine. So I'm liking that. So anyways, and it's playable. So if you guys have that Steam Deck, that handheld Steam thing where it kind of looks like a Nintendo Switch, but it has like all these, it is playable on that. So if you have a Steam Deck, I would definitely recommend watching some videos about that game. About Ground Branch. They have a Discord for Ground Branch, and I think another Discord, I think for the for the developers and stuff. The publishers, and so probably it's like all within the same and stuff. So anyways, so yeah, so let me find the thing where they had like all this stuff that they plan on adding. So yeah, so you could go on Steam and read it for yourself. But they plan on adding a campaign mode. So they said Ground Branch's unique campaign format will deliver smaller, more localized sets of missions based around global hotspots with centralized intelligence interface to monitor them and receive new missions orders over time. The choices you make along the way may affect future engagements. That is crazy. Like, to hear that. So, like, if I go in loud and proud, these guys, like, because the imagination I have with that, it's like, I go in loud and proud, then they might be expecting that. Then another time I might be silent, so that they might be a little bit more spread it out and things. Like, it's crazy to hear that, because, like, I really don't know what to expect. So I'm like, nah, bro, I can't wait for that. And so that's not currently in the game. It's gonna be added. And then the next two things I'm about to say are in the game. So they are like based on unique environments all over the world. The non-linear linear, whatever that word is, missions and map designs offer multiple entry points and open-ended outcomes. So yes, there has been times where I played the game and it's been or played like on certain maps. And it's been different, like, like the next time I will play on that map and stuff. So, yeah, it's, the AIs in there, I would say that and that's the thing where it's like, they might talk on that at some point in time, but the AIs are like, they are smart. Even when you put them on untrained mode and stuff. I put them on untrained because trained was just a little bit too difficult for me. So at some point I will challenge myself. I feel like when I mastered the untrained mode, I will switch it to trained and, try to work on that and stuff. Because I'm saying, like, if I've gotten killed by untrained soldiers, then then I'm like, it's, I feel like untrained. I'm an untrained soldier, and I feel like me going up against other untrained soldiers and stuff, like, yeah, it's chilled, it's fine, I can, like, I support that. So, but anyways, and then the next ones are enemies spawn at mission start with the degree of randomizations to quantity and locations. No monster closet or magic enemy spawns based on player location or mission progress. So yeah, like enemies, they they be all over the place. They're not like all in one area. It's like, especially on like how big the maps are in that game. They're not like super like, you gotta like drive, like you can run to the area and stuff. But, yeah, like the maps, like you just have your eyes open for when you play the game and stuff. So, and then, so yeah, that's for the missions. And then there's like for multiplayer, so they have it where you can play like Lone Wolf. And so Lone Wolf is like you just playing it solos and stuff. So you just join in on the map, shoot and kill some enemies. They got terrorist hunt and then like, capture like, something in the game. So it's like a laptop or whatever. Capture that, then yeah, then you're chill. So anyways, and then for the multiplayer section, they say that they have the Ready Room. So Ready Room, a physical multiplayer lobby where you can plan your approach, see your teammates' loadouts, test weapon configurations on the firing range, and jointly select insertion points. So yeah, so like so there's this like area that you can go to where you could customize your character. So yeah, all that customization stuff, you could do all that stuff right then and there in that room. You might be able to do it from the main menu. I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't know. I had to play it. It's been like maybe a week or two since I played the game, because I've been playing like a bunch of the different other games and stuff. So, but anyways, so yeah, they do have like that Ready Room where, you could customize your weapons and character and all that stuff. And yeah, and it probably would be best to like, kind of go over and things, because they try to treat it as realistic as possible and stuff. So, especially if you're going like into a PvP game and things. So yeah, it's probably best to go over that stuff. Me, I've been playing like co-op and stuff. I'm trying to like master the AIs first before I start going up against like kind of like, for practice and things for when I do play multiplayer. So, but anyways, and then they say full and 100% free dedicated server support, host a server whenever you can. So, wherever you can. So, yeah, so most games I know have it where you gotta like buy a server to play a game and stuff. So I'm like, it's chilled, fine, whatever and stuff, or rent a server. And I think, yeah, and here it's like, you know, they said full and 100% free dedicated server support. So you don't gotta pay for any of that stuff. I'm telling you, like, this is, even though you gotta pay money for the game, this is one of the most freest games that I have played in my whole life. Like, I'm saying, this is honestly like some classic video game stuff right now. So anyways, and then the next two things, are stuff that's going to be added. So they say the next, so one of the things that they're working on is unit patches that can be attached to your character's sleeves and gear. So yeah, they plan on adding that. And then the next thing, full support for MP ladders. I think in like multiplayer. I don't know what that means, but I'm curious. You know, I guess for when that update comes out, I'll see what it means and stuff, and probably will stream it or record a video on it. But anyways, then they're like an after action review AR following each mission / round. So that's in the game. And then a server side option that's also in the game. And then the next thing that they're going to add that they're working on is a full mod support. So yes, mods will be in this game at some point in time. But currently at the moment, yeah, it's just being worked on. So, and then, yeah, then so there's like no item unlocking, hit markers, kill confirmations, or score pop-ups. So you're in this game just like raw, pretty much. Like you don't know, like you only know when you killed somebody when you see them drop down to the ground. But you ain't gonna have like, oh, 50 XP for the killing this person or kill confirmed or whatever. You just go, you shoot that person, they fall down, and it's like, all right, then they, you know, I got them and stuff. So anyways, so yeah, then like I said, there was the no item unlocking, so everything is unlocked. You know, you just overall have to, yeah, you know, just play the game and stuff. I'm over here getting distracted by, wrestling. I'm like, I should have maybe waited to do this. Okay, they're showing a commercial break. All right, so I'm good. So anyways, then, sorry, moving on. Next thing that they plan on adding is weapon bracing / supporting. I don't know what that means, but I'm curious about it. I'm curious to see what it means and stuff. So, yeah. So, I, you know, guess when that update does come out, you will, you know, get a chance to see what it is. So, and then there's like varied arsenal. So, yeah, multiple handguns, submachine guns, carbines, assault and battle rifles, machine guns, DMRs, sniper rifles, explosives to choose from with a selectable ammunition type, full metal jacket, hollow point, sonic rounds, smoke grenade colors, etc. So yeah, they got a lot. They got a lot going on in that game. Map variation additional to a day and night versions, as well as the weather variation. Maps have small details that can change between rounds, such as doors and windows that may be open, closed, or blocked. So one of the maps that they have in that game, and I think that it's honestly one of the craziest maps in video game history. They have the actual compound where Osama bin Laden was killed. And I'm like, fam, like that's, alright, so if you've seen the movie Zero Dark 30, then I think like a fun fact about that movie, and then like to overall like, you know like what it is, and you know, just overall the back history and story behind it. So fun fact about that movie Zero Dark 30 is that they had the actual guys, like the military dudes there, explaining, you know, like where they went into. So they built the compound all over again, like, you know, room from room, all that stuff. They built it to like a replica, you know, of that compound. And then of course, like, you know, the people behind Ground Branch seen that, and they put the compound in the game. So like I was playing that game and was looking, and I was like, fam, like you don't realize, like when you're watching the movie you think the compound was kind of small looking, but then it's like when you play the game then you realize like how big that compound was. And I'm like, bro, like they have the actual compound in the game. You cannot defeat that. There's no other games out there. I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm playing it, I'm going through that compound, I'm looking, and I'm like, fam, like you go all the way up, because there's like, so the compound had 3 floors, right? The actual compound, even the compound of the game. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You go all the way up to the stairs, and then you see that room where they shot and killed Osama bin Laden and stuff in the movie or in real life. I'm making it like I don't know. I'm like overly excited when talking about this and stuff. I don't know why, but anyways. So they have like that compound and stuff, and then they have the room, and I'm like, fam, like it's crazy. Like seeing that, I'm like, that is insane that you guys added that in the game. I'm like, I've never seen that and stuff. So anyways, so yeah, they have that, and they have like a few other maps. So who knows? Maybe they might add some maps. Maybe they might not add those no other maps, or they're just chill with all the ones that they got. But regardless, I'm like, hey, I like what they got going on and stuff. So anyways, and then the next thing that they have, unlimited loadout save slots. So yeah, you can have like as many loadouts as you want. They like, you know, some games where they might have like 5, 10 or whatever, you know, you got an unlimited amount and stuff. So if you got one for this map, cool. If you got one for one map, cool. If you got like a few for a map, cool. You chilling on that. So then they also have item sharing, dropping, and pickup. So yeah, you can like share with your teammates and friends and all that stuff. Accurate ballistics with penetration, bullet drop, stopping, and stopping power simulation. So all right, wait, let me read that again. Accurate ballistics with penetration. So I like imagine they're just saying like overall getting shot in the game. It's like some realistic stuff and things. So anyways, then another thing that they're gonna add is no regenerating health or health packs. Administer first aid to non-lethal injuries for reduced combat effectiveness. And then it also kind of falls into what the next thing is. So they're like location damage model. Expect visible injuries and consequences such as limping, reduced arm functions, and hits or hit to standard accuracy. Players immobilized from a non-lethal injury can stay in the fight. So yeah, so they have it in the game where like your character, he can hold the weapon at like different angles. So if he wants to like hold the weapon up, he can do that. If he wants to hold it straight out, he can do that. And if he wants to like hold the weapon down, he could do that. I guess yeah, you know, it's like holding the weapon down, it like doesn't affect your arm strength, but if you're holding the weapon up and things, it'll affect your arm strength, might make it wobbly or shaky or whatever. So yeah, it's crazy that they focus on stuff like that too. And then next, so yeah, they plan on adding that, the location damage model. And then another thing they plan on adding is carrying teammates to safety to administer first aid or to safely recover their ammo, gear, and cargo or body if they are no longer alive. Dang, that's crazy. So I'm like, your teammate done died, and you're like, nah, bro, I can't leave. This my homie. All right, me and him, we were at the playground together, you know, jumping off of swing sets and things. I ain't leaving him. You can pick this guy up, be like running with. That's crazy. Wow. That is some wild stuff. And then there's like appropriate and realistic playable female characters. That's another thing that they plan on adding. Because no, there's at times where they'll have like some like female characters, and they be built like the mom from The Incredibles, like thick for no reason. There ain't no problem with that. But I'm just saying, like, I just feel like sometimes like games. There's one game that I played where it's like they kind of just went like overboard with the women customization in there, and I'm like, I ain't gonna name that game. It's a fun game, but I'm like, wow, like that's some wild stuff that y'all did that and things. And so anyways, yeah, so they're all like, they gonna plan on adding that. Then the last thing that they have this in the game is the partial controller support. So it's like you just gotta configure the settings and stuff, and you know, have it to your satisfied settings. So yeah, Ground Branch, it is a solid game. Here's the thing. So there's like a gang of streams that I gotta post on YouTube. I have a streaming channel where it's so Twitch. I stream on Twitch, but I have a YouTube channel where I do post my streams. So at some point in time, I will post the videos of me playing Ground Branch. And yeah, overall, you know, you guys can go there, or if I am playing a game sometime soon and stuff, because yeah, currently right now I'm playing a bunch of different games. I'm like, you know, I wanted to overall like wait until Ground Branch came out with some updates, because it was like, don't get me wrong, the game is fun, and I'm like, that's a game where I'm like, I see myself putting a lot of hours into it and stuff, you know, just when they add more things. And so I was like, I just felt like I had played a lot already. And yeah, I was like, you know, just gonna wait on it and stuff. But the game is fun. I definitely, if you're looking for a new shooter game, play that game. All right, Ground Branch is a solid 10 out of 10 game. I like it. All right. So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And then that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace. Peace.